All right, I have my bag packed, and this is a winter packed bag with all my winter gear, and it's also has all of my Ridgerunner gear. So I have like clippers, like all of this fanny pack is Ridgerunner gear, clippers, stuff like that. I have extra first aid. I have a radio, and then I have a handsaw. You can kind of see right there. And fully loaded, it's 29 pounds, which to be honest is heavier than I like. I like it around 24. But for, you know, winter and like I said, my new Ridgerunner stuff, and this is 4 days of food. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. But hopefully I can get this down a little bit because it's gonna be tough. I think our big mile day is the 3rd day, so I'll have a lot of the food eaten by that point, which is good. And I've also been working on my layers so that I can have my badges on the outside. So I have a layer of, this is like a synthetic, let me show you, Ridgerunner shirt under here, like a blue Ridgerunner shirt. And then I have a cinchi, and then I have my lightweight, it's kind of like a Columbia type deal, but it has my badges on the outside. So yeah, this is warm. I mean, I can still layer my puffy over it, and then if I get really cold or if it's raining, I can put my rain jacket on the top. So it's not bad. This week I go out on trail with my boss Dan for a training patrol. We started at Compton Gap, hiked north to Tom Floyd Wayside, then worked our way south back to where our cars were parked at Panorama.
There's 2 colors here even, which is super neat.
It's so pretty. I didn't actually shoot a ton of footage this week. I was more focused on training, but here's a glimpse into what a training week looks like as a Ridgerunner.
Actually, it's not that bad, but well, this is the price we pay. At least they're dry.
Oh, lemon squeeze. It's a big lemon squeeze. From a side quest to a little rock squeeze. Super cool. It's awesome. Oh my gosh. The hole that you just walked in looks so small on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm dragging it just a little. Be patient.
So cool. So cool.
But yeah, it blows my mind. These are 100-year-old.
After a full day of trail maintenance and picking up trash, and also a lot of fun as well, we made a fire and set up tents outside the maintenance hut. So this is now the next day. Shenandoah is full of these old apple and cherry trees. They have a ton of berry bushes as well. It was so fun learning from my boss, who is just super knowledgeable about all things in the park. And then our first order of business was this fire pit. It was pretty big. We broke it up, took all the rocks away, and then just put some leaves over it. This is what it looked like after. We had a lot of blowdowns in this first week out on trail. I think it was over 30 blowdowns. My report was really long, but we also found time to enjoy things like this gorgeous overlook. Beautiful. So awesome.
Yeah, so that eventually we'll go around a hog back there.
So that's
our big
tomorrow?
one tomorrow. But
Okay.
then we have 2 more of those ones.
And I don't have a lot of footage of the blowdowns because I was actually working on the information for the report when we were at those sites. Oh, this is beautiful. Some of the grossest and weirdest things that we found this week were these smoked dried fish. We just found a dried fish, 2 dried fish And we're burying it. Disgusting. Disgusting. There's one more fish left. Oh, gross. Okay, this is it right here. Oh, gross. Along with a thing of prayer flags and then some rotted zucchini and carrots and a flask of whiskey. It might have been like the strangest finding of the entire year. I thought Shenandoah was so beautiful, and it was really unique to be able to start in early spring and see the park kind of just come to life. And then, of course, I had to document my favorite meal on trail, which were these perfectly ripe, perfectly beautiful avocados. This deserves a photo. And then we walked through this area that was so eerie to see. It was an area that had recently burned in a pretty bad wildfire, maybe a month before I got there, and the ground was just charred, except for the trail. Isn't that strange? You could see like the black of a lot of the trees, and then I found this blaze right there. Super eerie. And then part of it that was so interesting is that you could see all of the pine needles that were still yellow right up against that black. The contrast was just pretty stark and really interesting, and I'm so glad the fire ended up not being as bad as they expected. They thought it was going to go into neighboring towns and really mess up some houses. So, but it was really unique just to walk through that area and see where the fire was. And then we reached our spot for the night, which was Pass Mountain Hut, one of, honestly, the most magical huts in Shenandoah. Look how gorgeous it is. It's just in this little meadow. I've seen so many animals here, rabbits, deer. They have like 3 privies, and it's just a gorgeous little area.
Kind of weird.
Super eerie right now.
The entrance station, you know, it has a bathroom in it where the rangers take poop.
Oh yeah, it's got berries in it.
Yeah.
Cool. Bear poop. You think this one's okay?
What's that?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think within the width of the treadway, there's an neighborhood area.
Okay.
You have to get off the treadway to access
Gotcha.
things.
And then I made it back to my car, and you can see it's just so gorgeous with these inverted clouds in Shenandoah. But at the end of our time there, it got pretty cold, and also was just like a gully washer. It rained out, so I used my days off to warm up and get everything dry and ready to go back into town, and also drove a lot on Skyline Drive. You can see it's kind of overcast, or very overcast and kind of foggy. Some people would call this like bad weather, but to be honest with you, this is some of my favorite types of weather when that fog is in the air. I think it just makes it so kind of magical and mystical and just beautiful, moody. I love kind of experiencing this, especially when I'm in my car and it's warm and cozy and I can have the heater on. But yeah, it was a great time on trail. I spent a good portion of the day working on my report that gets sent back to the trail maintainers, and it shows them where those down trees are. And then I found this sign, which I thought was hilarious. It's at a picnic area, but if you notice, the sign says, "Enjoy a short hike along the trail," which I thought was funny because the trail is not short at all. But a lot of this area was built by the CCC, and it was cool to see those signs as well. And then I went to see this overlook, again, super fogged out, closed in. You don't really see much view, but I just think it's gorgeous. Then I got home and made friends with this deer, this white-tailed deer that was hanging out, being my buddy. Super cool. to see him. But all in all, I had a great week. It was fantastic, and I appreciate you watching this video. I'll be back with more videos soon of my time on the Appalachian Trail as a ridge runner. Hope you have a great rest of your day.